Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings. How are we all doing this rather breezy evening? Oh, evening, Steve. It's all about Dave tonight. Who is sounds like he's really getting underway now. I got my window open on the crack. No rain yet though, which is disappointing. Open the pod bay doors, Dave. Shall we get started and have a look at Dastardly Dave? Dastardly Dave is a game. Any similarities to real life people or events is purely coincidental. Please don't kill me, Dastardly Dave. Can they give storms decent names anymore, like Tempest, Destroyer, or Doom Dave? It did tickle me when I saw that Storm Dave to batter UK. I was like, okay. Dastardly Dave is the ruler of all of Albion. What he'd really like to do is give tax breaks to his rich friends. Unfortunately, Dastardly Dave's country is full of poor people, but Dastardly Dave has a plan. Is his real name Rodney? Jetstream Willie. Right, so with ZX and M. Okay. We're a finger. This smells of crap game contest. Oh, I missed. My support's going down. I've saved 400 and bollocks. Missed. Oh no, I got him up there. Come on. Come on, you last little pleb. Gotcha. Oh, that was it. Okay. Definitely a crap game contest entry. There's no doubt about that. Nice victory screen. Why? Let's have another go. See if it's actually possible to get a higher score. Evening, everyone. I was thinking this was possibly aimed at one Mr. David Cameron. There'd be a pig's head. 530 that time. Needs to be an exit on the screen so we can sky. Singing do do do. Let's see what happens if my support runs out. No comment. I wonder if we'll get an equally thrilling game over screen. Evening, bit by bit. We are waiting to see what happens when support runs out. I've already completed the game twice. So let's see what happens when I don't complete it. And I've got something in my eye, an eyelash or something. Support don't go down very quickly, does it? Sounds like someone's bin just went over. I don't know if the microphone picked that up or not. Probably not. It doesn't even pick up when I fart, to be honest. But that being said, a couple of gusts there. I saw the meter go woohoo, woohoo. Well, according to the BBC, for us here, it's going to peak at about 9 o'clock with 55 mile per hour gusts. And then it's going to basically pilfer out by 2 a.m. Come on, support, disappear. So is everybody nicely stocked up on hot cross buns? There'll be a load of eggs to find amid the rubble. Yeah. I'm going to be disappointed that Tesco no longer have their Clementine hot cross buns. I do like them, perhaps a little bit too much. Sainsbury's did a nice chocolate and cherry this year, though. That was good. Extra fruity. You didn't get the Clementine ones. They are really. Oh, support is just going into minus figures. Okay. So if I zap one of these people now, you don't like hot cross buns? Where's ban? You have to ban you for that. Asda did some nice triple chocolate ones last year. But yeah, the best chocolate ones I've had this year was Sainsbury's with the cherry in. They were. I'm glad I can't walk to Sainsbury's. To be fair, the Tesco ones are bad enough. I've gone through packets of them. Right then, next up now. Do we start the Dave's Dilemma series, or do we look at some of the ones that aren't Dave's Dilemma? Let's have a look at the first one. When the program is loaded, Dave will ask you to stop the tape. Oh. Stop the tape and press a key. Are we going to be able to read this? Ooh. Well, this is rather funky. I take it that's Dave. I'm still waiting for Dave. We had warnings of 75 miles per hour right now, but it's like a breeze all week. Yeah, we're only forecast 55 here. Press a key to start. Okay, let's see Dave's dilemmas then. I hope he's not pervy. Time for you to meet Dave. Oh, there he is. 36k just for the intro. I'm on the coast on the fake north. We don't get anything here. Dave is 16 and lives with his mum and dad in a council flat in Scunthorpe. Had to be Scunthorpe, didn't it? Why's Dave got no hair then? It's too small. What? Don't upset your dad, Dave. Dave gets on very well with his mum, but not with his dad. Say anything about my mum and I'll smash your face. Okay. Fucking yob, never listens to me. What the hell have I loaded? Making this game was therapy for someone. Yeah, quite possibly. Might as well get comfy. If I'd money, I wouldn't go on living here. Dave rules, okay. Well, I missed what he said then. Oh, now he's dancing. Dave's off to visit his granddad, who lives on his own about a mile away. What is this? His granddad can't walk far, and Dave often does his shopping for him. Oh, he said bloody dogs, did he? They've always got on well together. Dave often goes round to his house for a chat. Not so much a dilemma as a monolemma. Hello, Dave. Get some tobacco, will you? He's a good lad. Is this actually a game, or is it just... Have I downloaded a demo by mistake? It's turning into Adrian Mole. Dave's going to the newsagent where his girlfriend Deb works on Saturday mornings. Okay. I think it was for schools about choices that could be made good or bad in life. Oh, so hopefully we can make some bad choices. On his way, Dave sees a purse laying on the pavement. There's 120 quid in here. What would you do if you found a lot of money in the street? Press a key when you're ready to go on. Well, I'm going to have to be bad, aren't I? Keep it. Get away from the dad wanker. Yeah. Oh, keep. So we can hand the purse in, keep it, keep the money and hand in the purse, or think about it later. Spend it on hot cross buttons. Let's keep the money and hand in the purse. Think of all that blue Dave can buy now. Evening RCJ70. Dave's going to think about it later. What? No, Dave. Do as you're told, Dave. I'm wrong, yeah. Dave and Deb have been going out for 2 years. I must be going soft. These days you'd want to choose carefully, results sent to MI5. Oh. Hello, Deb. Court of Golden Virginia, darling. See you at 7 as usual. Imagine playing this on a specky in school. It's a good way to pass the time. That's for sure. I love this. Was it on the BBC as well? Where can Deb and I go tonight? Pub. You got so little hair you'd pass us. With that 120 quid, we could go somewhere really good. Just went for Scardy the Dragon to a... On his way back, Dave runs into his best mates, Gary and Sean. All right. Coming on the piss tonight, then. I'm doing something else tonight. Deb again. Yeah. He looks like he's on his way to pick up some Tenant Super. If we're lucky. Let's see how Dave gets on with his family and friends. Bros before hoes. Dave spends most time with his mum and dad. Dave gets on really well with his mum. But not so well with his dad. Dave sees his granddad about twice a week. They like each other a lot. What have I done? Dave's dad and his granddad aren't speaking. Oh, right. Okay. This looks like the most unhealthy family tree diagram. Dave sees Deb 3 or 4 nights a week. Could this be love? Not with those shoes. What is this? Oh! It broke! Dave has taken his first victim. I need to know what happens next. Yeah, so do I. He wanted Dave to meet Mandy. That'll be Dave's glue kicking in. Oh. Does the plus 2B let me down? Is it not compatible with this this spectrum? Am I going to have to switch over to the toast rack? I'll tell you what, let's do the other games and then I'll switch over to the toast rack. So let's skip part 2 and 3. Yeah. I don't know where the story of Dave part 1 is. That didn't show up. But let's jump in with Davey Dudds love peas. Oh, sorry, Davey Dudds loves peas, not his love peas. That sounds wrong. Oh, it's a Pac-Man game that isn't working with Chem. Oh, it's a very slow Pac-Man game. Oh. Story of yeah, I did notice that when I was looking them up, but I don't know where part 1 of the story of Dave is. Ah! Hey, congratulations. Oh, this is oh, it's a pint. Give us a pint. Come back. I want the pint. I can't get through the gap. There we go. Well, Dave. Stop going away from me, pint. Oh. I take it I'm drunk now because my controls are backwards. Which is even worse when you have to be pixel perfect anyway. Ah, I've sobered up. Come on. Oh! Come on, Davey Butthead or whatever your name was. Move, you... There we go. At least I could have had another pint, yeah. Oh, we got... Oh, actually, there's no enemies on this one. Oh. Evening, Raccoon Raver. Nope, we're still upside down. No, we're back to normal now. Oh, I'm on a timer. Look at my timer. Out of time. Ah, the clock eats your time. Ah. That's a bit devious. Ah! No, up. Oh, bloody hell. Right, sobered up. Get those ones out of time. Ooh. Whee! Those are blocked off now? Can I only get them one direction? Yeah, I can only get them in one direction. Uh-oh. I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if it wasn't for the fact you have to be pixel perfect on the turns, I would say this is better than Pac-Man. The pixel perfect nature of it, though, is quite frustrating. I can afford to eat that one. I still don't understand why it asked me for Kempston joystick when it's put me on keys anyway. Looks a bit like Quicks. I suppose it does a bit, doesn't it? Ah! Ah! Bugger. Ah! Bollocks. Game over. Davey Dudds, that's his name. Davey Dudds loves peas. Not quite like that one. Do feel we need to get back to Dave though, but I'll get the toast track, or do I use the Omni? I don't know. Maybe we'll just switch to the Omni. Save me fart arsing about with cables and stuff. Where were these TZX? Oh. Come on, Mr. Network. You shut the bed. Let's give you another reset. See if that wakes you up. I'm going to write a game called Davey Dudds Loves Peas now. Oh, love peas. Right, now we're going to play Dave Steve is snooker. Dave Steve is snooker 1 to 8. Kizza says off to Spain to manage a bar. Okay. It's Friday night. Dave and his mates have been playing snooker all day, but are going to be kicked out because the club is closing. There isn't even time for a last game, so instead Dave is just going to knock the cue ball around and tot up score. Okay, so OP Q&A. Well, I'm not actually hitting any of the balls. Oh, yes, I am. 24. Okay, well, yeah, that's a game, isn't it? Right, let's get back to Dave. I'm interested, so let me just pop that one off. Hopefully, hold on. Joystick, do we? Right. Do-do-do-do-do. Dave's Dilemmas, Part 1. Oh, it's a TZX. Bear with me. Actually, what am I doing it on there for? I might as well do it on here. Oh no, I do want it on there. Because then I can just do making life difficult for myself by trying to transfer it instead of just bunging it on the SD card. Where's that keyboard? Oh, there. Where did I put you, Dave? I put you on there, 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 in there. There we go. Right, slap you on here. Then we have a director called Dave. Right then. Let's hope it doesn't crash this time. Did I? Yeah, I did. Back to Scunthorpe we go. What are all these letters? Does Dave have about 200 pen friends or something? Sod that for a lark. Yeah, he certainly gets more letters than I do. I had one the other day about being missold car insurance. But seeing as I don't have a driving license and I've never owned a car, I thought it was quite good. Fucking yob. Right, so we're going to have to wait for all of this to go through again. You don't mean to see on. That's better. Bloody dogs. Dave's off to visit his granddad again. We're going to find that purse and walk shite through his carpet. That's why you want some tobacco. I think I've been blaming the cables, but I think it's actually the RGB connector on the Spectrum. It's not doing too well. I think when we get to part 2, I will switch over to the toast rack because it is going funny again. Bloop. There's 120 quid in here. What would you do if you found a lot of money in the street? Press a key when you're ready to go on. Well, we're going to keep the money and hand in the purse, same as last time. And I'm not wrong. Dave and Dev have been going out for 2 years. Yeah, we know that. Some of the things he says for a 16-year-old are a little bit questionable. I certainly didn't speak like that when I was 16. You could probably have a really good night out in Scunthorpe with 120 quid in the 80s. Golden Virginia, darling. Oh. So he started dating her when he was 14, and before that he was a player. I question some of the choices in the design of this game. That's Scunthorpe for you. Stop it. Oh. Hold on. It's a fascinating Dave game, isn't it? Just a shame you can't bloody see it. There we go. We missed a conversation with Gary and Sean. Oh, right. Okay, we're getting up to where we were, though. If it crashes again, I suppose I'll have to switch to a pure 48K machine. Because what does this say? 48K game? Yeah, 48K. Genre, general education. 1987 it was made. Dave gets on really well with his mum. And to be honest, it's quite impressive for 48K. When they made a TV, I take it you mean channel. Yeah. Channel called Dave. They should have made it 24 hours of this. With or without the crashing, though. Top Gear rerun channel. Dave's dad and his granddad aren't speaking. So is that his dad's dad or his mum's dad? Doesn't actually tell us that, does it? Dave sees Deb 3 or 4 nights a week. Both. Is that another characteristic of Scunthorpe? Gary and Sean are dead. I think we got further than we did last time. It crashed before these two turned up, didn't it? Deb doesn't like Gary. She thinks he'll get Dave into trouble. Is she seeing Sean behind Dave's back, though? Who are the most important people in your life? How do you get on with them? No one likes Gary. Deb so fancies Gary. Press a key when you're ready to go on. Mandy's had him. Get a piece of paper and draw a chart like Dave's. All right. Where's my notepad? Okay. One of them. One of them. One of them. There we go. That looks terrible. That's a proper fat one. Art never was my strong point. put your chart to one side and keep it safe. We'll be using it later. Okay, what's next? Oh, back to the story. Dave still hasn't decided what to do with the purse. Yes, he has. I've told him what to bloody do with it. Glue sniffers. Yeah, you want to keep away from that. Real dead end kids. See what the options are. Oh, it doesn't give me options. Maybe we should say what we think he should do, discuss it as a class, but it doesn't affect the story. Dave's off to join Gary and Sean in the cellar at Sean's house. Oh, and what's in the cellar? Dave, Gary, and Sean use Sean's cellar to practice in. Yeah. Oh, they do music. A window cleaner waiting for the bus. Got to put his ladder somewhere. The amp's blown up. It'll cost £100. And we're playing the Flying Pig Saturday. I tell you what, for kids, these have a hell of a life. More of a life than I ever had when I was 16. I'm moving to Scunthorpe. Oh. When I was 16, I was just playing Dave's Dilemmas. Should we get the amp mended? Should we spend it all on Deb? Or should we keep it? What should we do? A, B, C, or D? I'm putting it to the vote. Fuck them all. We've got one vote for D, one vote for C. I think we're guessing what he does, not instructing him. That would be a disappointment if we are. Although it does say... Okay, 2 votes for C, 1 for B, and 1 for D. 2 votes for B and 2 for C now. So that's 3 for C. Double checking. Is that 3 for C? CC, keep the lady happy as C. We've got 2 for B. And another 1 for C. So it's 4 C's. We're going with C. You're wrong. Dave's going to spend it on getting the amp fixed. Okay, then. We've still got 20 quid to spend on Deb, hasn't he? Yeah, maybe get your hair fixed as well. What do you think? What should Dave have done? Well, you voted on spending it on the missus. He can buy her a hot cross bun. For 20 quid, he can buy her several hot cross buns. On his way to the repair shop, Dave sees Deb looking really upset. Yeah, she turned into a pillar box. Oh no, there she is. What up? I can't see you tonight. I'm staying. Oh, he's got 20 quid to himself then. Because she hasn't got a hot cross bun. Her purse was nicked with the crystal. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh fuck. I think his best option is go home and have a wank. Keep stum. What does Dave do? Give Deb the purse with the money? Post it anonymously? Ask Gary and Sean? Get the amp fixed and say nothing? Well, I think we're still on the right. Yeah. We're going to be handing it in without the money. So let's go D. You're wrong. Dave gives the... Dave isn't very good at doing as he's told, is he? We all misunderstood Dave. No wonder his dad doesn't like him, yeah. What do you think Dave tells Deb? The truth? He was giving it in. You're right. Hey, I actually got one right. His dad is based. Dave says he was on his way to hand it in. But the police station is that way. That's okay. Oh dear. Dave got caught out. Oh, he's going back that way anyway. Deb caught me out there. I shouldn't have lied. If you get caught in a lie like that, just walk away. What is she, Google Maps? Oh, we've got a Nazi at the bus stop there. Woo! We're back to the cellar. It's all set for Saturday. What about the amp? Well, what should Dave tell them? Press the key when you're ready to go on. We should tell them the budget cunts. Must be a reform campaigner. I ain't got the money anymore. What? What the fuck have you done with it? Thanks for everyone in chat watches revision seminars. What does Dave tell them? The truth? He was mugged. He lost it. He had a change of heart and gave it to a donkey sanctuary. You really want me to go with D? Okay. I'm wrong. He tells them the truth. We'll have to cancel the gig. Yeah, well, we're shit anyway. Bloody Deb, she screwed it all up. I'm not sure it was her fault. We're worse off than before. All right, Dave. Oh, God, we're back to this again. How do you think Dave's decision has affected his relationship with Deb? Dave's not doing so well here. I would say it certainly got worse. And you're right, it's got worse. Deb knows that Dave lied to her. How do you think Dave's decision has affected his relationship with Gary and Sean? It's got worse. Sean thinks Dave's let them down badly. And Gary's had a row with Dave. I couldn't read that for a second then. Oh dear. He's going to end up isolated and converted to Islam, isn't he? Wait till his dad finds out. Gary blames Deb, and won't speak to her at all. Okay, so those two aren't shagging anymore. How do you think Dave's decision has affected his relationship with his mum? Well, has she found out? Dave needs a nice bath with a toaster. Dave's mum doesn't know anything about the purse. But he never got his granddad's tobacco. Have you had a big decision to make? Did it affect your relationships? What has Dave learned from this episode? For a profound thought, press a key. Getting married. It improved my relationship with my wife. Oh yeah, if you weren't married to your wife, then that's a bit confusing. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. When first we practice to deceive. Not married to your wife leads to a lot less strife. End of part 1. Oh. To be continued in part 2. Featuring Dave. And introducing Tracy. Oh. She's no Mandy. I love that this is so good it got a trilogy but no box art. She's got bigger tits. Well, yeah, okay, so let's move on to part 2, shall we? Hang on a minute. I missed a game. How the hell did I do that in my list? I managed to miss a game from the list. Before we get back to Dave Dilemmas, let's have a look at this Dave game. Dave Infuriators. Oh, wow, look at this. Yeah, it has, yes. Sold 4 copies. I don't think it's working properly, though. That's 100% of the Sam Coupe owners. Scunthorpe's changed. Yeah, I'm not actually controlling this, so I don't know. Okay, let's not go. Let's get back to Dave. I can see Dave ended up in prison by part 4. We're going to need a part 4, aren't we? Pretend you're doing well. Featuring Dave and his family and friends. It could get really harrowing like Midnight Express. An invitation to Dave's Dilemmas part 2. Here comes all the mail again. In part 1, Dave found 120 quid in a purse near his home in Scunthorpe. After deciding to get the amp fixed, Dave found the money belonged to Deb's mum. Pig. So we've got flashbacks now. Yeah, we got a previously on Dave. Dave outside is getting excitable now as well. What happened to the donkey sanctuary? Previously, the whole thing. Right, so part 2 is actually smaller than part 1. Part 1 is 49k. Part 2 is 43. Pig. Yeah, so we're getting a full on reminder here. Yeah, the presentation on this is absolutely fantastic. Do you think Gary, Sean, and Deb were fair to Dave? And now on Dave. Dave and Deb always meet up by the playing fields where they can be alone. And yes, I've got hiccups. Since the episode with the purse, Deb has been cold towards Dave. I don't think that's thorough code optimization, but I guess it's just shorter. Suit yourself, I'm off. What about the party on Saturday? Stick it up your bum. Dave is a lad. It's Saturday night. Oh, wow, look at all these. And there, ooh, she's a foxy one, isn't she? Look at those hips. What's the music? I don't know. She liked it. There's always one at the party like that, and only one. Very true. You had a row with Deb? No, she's not feeling well. Still lying. You should try Tracy. Oh, speaking from experience. Biggest issue is that Dave, like that, looks like a middle-aged bald man. Back it in, Gary. Dave fancies you. Where's Deb tonight, lover boy? This whole party looks like my local. Are you the one with a mohawk? Half of Scunthorpe tried Tracy. Oh, we're going upstairs. Dave. Do you think Dave should go with Tracy or not. Go on, get your leg over. What does Dave do? Take Tracy upstairs, dance with her, say he's staying faithful to Deb, or ignore her and talk to Gary and Sean. I've not heard leg over in years. Right, well, whilst that decision is on screen, D! Whilst that decision is on screen, I'm going to go and top up my own drink, so I will be back in a minute. Somebody's recycle bin's gone over. I'm happy to report mine hasn't, though. Right, so play hard to get. I'm just going to check, have a look. Oh, it's raining now, and it looks like it's directly next door's recycle bin that's gone over. That's lovely. Leg over is old school. It's all doggy style. I did have to check my own recycle bin because it is very full. Talking bins, my council have emailed today to say they are going to replace all the green bin lids with brown lids. Okay. It's all a bit weird here because green is rubbish and black is recycling and brown is garden waste. Political neutrality. Right, anyway, so we're going to ignore her and talk to Gary and Sean. You're wrong. He's going upstairs. The dirty boy. We're going to have a sex scene. Dave and Tracy find the room with the coats in. Oi, oi. No recycling crap here. We still use big bags and anything goes in them. Oof. I'm going to have to pixelate this, aren't I? Seen my coat? Sod off. Tracy, oh, it's so interesting. She's fallen asleep. Oh. Okay, is this about to get a bit, yeah. I'm not sure I like where this is possibly going to be going. None of your business. Deb looked in while you were upstairs. I did Deb. What have I done? Did his granddad ever get his tobacco? That's the question. Had knocked up Tracy. 16 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I think they perhaps could have given them a few more years of age. The walking in perspective, yeah, Turner Dave. Dave Sport. This all started because he wanted to help Grandpa Dave Dirac. Deb won't believe me if I say Tracy fell asleep. Dave for Tracy. What does Dave decide? To admit everything? To say he just danced with Tracy? To make it up with Deb and not mention Tracy? To ask his mum's advice? Oh, what are we going to do here? Well, actually, what do we think? Because obviously, us choosing an option doesn't make any difference, doesn't affect the story at all. He needs mum's help. Well, we probably should bring the family back into it again because. Oh no! He decides to say just dance with Tracy. Dave goes to meet Deb. Horizontal dance. He tells her about the party and tells her he danced with Tracy. Are you going to see her again? No. You're my girl. Aww. Oh, Dave, the half-truth strategy is tender, but full denial is best. Some of the scenes which follow depict sexual acts of an explicit nature, which you may find offensive. If you wish to view them, press a key now. Thank you for... Oh! I feel cheated, although, that being said, you just have to load up any old demo and you get loads of it. The real game starts now. See you later, Gator. Unfortunately, Deb is not feeling so good. She thinks, oh, God. I bet he got an STD. What do you think, Deb? Oh, we're moving on to Deb now. What does Deb do? Tell Dave. Try to get an abortion and not tell Dave. Have the baby, whatever Dave says, ask her mum. Just had a bit of stress moving furniture. Bedroom more presentable now, but less room. Well, you're going to have to move it all back again, then Nerd Revenge. Ask her mum. Let the mums deal with it. Oh, no, you're wrong. She decides to tell him. It was never like this in Blackpool. Well, I've never been to any of those play expos. Is this what happens? Eden Route 42. This is Dave's Dilemmas Part 2. And it's thrilling. We just missed out on a sex scene, though. Dev gives Dave a letter explaining everything after he sees her home that night. Why has this happened to me? I don't know. What would you do if you were Dave? Stick my balls in a vice. The glass cabinet door came off. Then when I put the chest of drawers, had no just room, no more to put them in. It took me 15 minutes to find a way to get them to fit. Take a bath with a toaster. We're definitely getting that option. Dave returns home to think about Deb's letter. Don't tell your dad. Ooh. What does Dave do? Ask his mum's advice, break off with Deb, ask Gramp. Oh, we're going to have to ask Mum. Oh, no! Dave decides to ask Gramp. Well, maybe he can take that tobacco back with him as well, then. Seems an odd choice. The next day, Dave goes round to visit Gramp. Dave knows Gramp will listen and tell him what he really thinks. Where's my fucking tobacco? That's what he'll say. Grandpa says, go with the slut Tracy, Dave. I always did. I want to ask your advice. Dave tells Gramp about Deb. The same thing happened to your grandma. With her expecting... Oh, so it's on the mum's side. Yes, we got married at once. What can I do? Make an honest woman of her, my boy. Dave still hasn't decided what to do. He's thinking of asking his mum. There she is. Postbox. Hello, Mum. Dave, your dad... Oh, they found the letter. I worry about you, Dave. You shouldn't read my letters. Buy her a set of knitting needles. You never talk to me these days. Oi! Oh, here comes Dad. Is he going to high five Dave for getting his end away? Oh, God, here we go again. Dave's getting on again with Gary and Sean. I actually knew a guy like this. His girlfriend was 18 and he was 17. She got pregnant right away as they started uni. She demanded they move in together and get married. Are there any changes in Dave's relationship with Deb? Way better to get a council house than a university loan. That's long-term financial planning. That's terrible. I think actually it's got a little bit better. Is it based on a true story? Who knows? Oh, it's about the same. Deb has forgiven Dave about the money, so it's better then. But she's not sure he'll stick with her if she's pregnant. Are there any changes in Dave's relationship with his mum? I would say it's got worse. Shagging Tracy was cancelled out by getting her pregnant. She thought Dave would come to her with his problems. She had a plan. They both do a business degree and get a good job and move into a nice house as benefits are beneath her. Didn't hear much of him after uni though. Is he in a council house? Are there any changes in Dave's relationship with his dad? Oh, it's got better, hasn't it? No, it's got worse. Is this a shit episode of Coronation Street? It was bad before, but now it's awful. Oh dear. What would you have done if you'd have had decisions like Dave? Toaster in the bath. The time has come for an obscure quotation. Oh, so we're at the end of part 2 now. I've taken my phone where I found it, and now I must pay for my fun. For the more you have known of the others, the less you will settle to one. There we go. And that's part 2. So, do we want to see part 3? Or, as we're not just celebrating Storm Dave tonight, we have some egg-related stuff. Rudyard Kipling invented almond slices, I think. Okay, so we're going to go on to part 3. You need to see how shafted he is. British Spectrum Games are something special. You need to know how it ends. Well, we're going to find out. When I had a quick look at this earlier, I thought, oh, this is going to be the quick skip of the night, but I've spent most of the bloody night on these. I want to see Dave now, how Dave's doing now in his 50s. Oh, we got previously on Dave. He's not worth the bother. 2 weeks later, and Dave's been out all day looking for a job. Okay. Previously on Dave, just episodes of Top Gear and Porridge. Oh, want to score? Sod off, hippie. Suit yourself. Was probably attending Crash Live events, harking back to when he was famous. Like Dave is also based. Dave's got a son now, and he hates him. Dave still plays guitar with Gary and Sean. He's going around to practice later on. But first, why don't you find yourself a job? Well, isn't that what he's doing? Lay off me, Dad. I'm off down the pub. Don't blame you. You're always down the pub, spending Mum's housekeeping. Oh, Dave's found a voice. You watch your lap. You watch your lap. I wish your dad didn't drink so much. He's just an alcoholic slob. Deb's mum was on to me yesterday. What did she want this time? What are you going to do? What are we going to do, Vic? I'm off to practice with Gary and Sean. That's not what I meant, Dave. Deb's mum says Gary takes drugs. That's his business. Sean, Gary, and Dave still practice even though the amp keeps blowing up. Never got it fixed properly then. I have to say, Dave talks a lot of sense sometimes. He does, doesn't he? Gary's got the amp fixed again. Woohoo! Where did you get the money, Gary? Oh, he's smoking his spliff there by the looks of it. Dave should stick with the music. I managed to snap a bass string once. I had to see a doctor about that. Is Gary telling the truth? How do you think he got the money? He's selling drugs, isn't he? Right. Let's get going. The amp keeps blowing up. Must be the Vox. There's no hurry. Have some of this. Just say no, Dave. He's a drug person. What does Dave do? Give it a try. Says he doesn't feel like it. Takes his mum's advice and leaves now. Dave says he doesn't really feel like it. Hey, got it right. Don't be a narc. This is like Sergeant Pepper. What you scared of? I like the animation. I have to say, the animation is very good. Don't knock it till you tried it. Didn't come round here to take drugs. Dave is like Carl Pilkington. Can't say that. Pilkington. And now he's gone. Up to the Boy Scouts meeting. Deb turns out to be a little monkey fella. Dave's got a new problem. His best mates are smoking cannabis, and they're putting pressure on him to join in. I wonder what it's like. Stick with the beer. Bloody bloody blah. It's a really cute game. Yeah. Who do you believe about drugs? Your parents, your doctor, your friends? Oh, lecture time. Your friends. The next day, Dave goes to meet Deb. I actually know people who went from alcohol to a bit of smoking. It was great. No hangovers, just in front of the PC game, listening to music. My dealer. Believe your doctor. Dr. Feelgood. Oh, Deb's decided to. Oh, okay, that took a twist. I'm sure that's the right thing. Okay. We may need some money. How can I get some money? Oh, don't do it, Dave. I don't like where this is going. It's a bit too strong for the archers, it is. Dave's where. Oh, I missed that. I smoked a bit of my band days. Don't recommend it if you're new to their version. Definitely not for everyone. I've tried it as well. It wasn't for me. How did Gary? Yes. Oh dear. Dave decides to go around to Gary's flat and ask him. Dave needs to start looking out for more purses. I need some money in a hurry. How did you get that £100? What if Dave starts smoking it and ends up writing another brick in the wall type shit? Which are hard and which are soft? What's the difference? Dave could be on the frontier of amazing Scunthorpe-based music. You could sell some for me if you like. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What does Dave decide? I assume he's going to go with Gary. Oh no, he decides to think about it. He does like to have a think, does Dave, doesn't he? Oh, he's wanting me to try some again. It'll help you think. Oh, Dave, you disappoint me, Dave. Dave thinks too much. He'll be doing that one. Dave's had a few drinks and some of Gary's pills. He feels. Oh, he's got pills as well. Let's go around to Sean's and practice. The can't my folks are in. Okay. Want to do some H? When did you get some H? What the hell is H? Oh, heroin. It's no big deal if you smoke it. Okay, this has taken one hell of a turn now. Yeah, it did escalate quickly. Have another drink. Don't mind if I do. Cheers. Well, he's not going to flush it down the bog, is he? He decides to have another drink. It certainly escalated very quickly. It's an hour later and Dave's drunk a lot more whiskey. Oh, he's on the whiskey as well. Bloody hell. Not so much a gateway drug as a fucking catapult. And this chap was worried about him smoking a bit of weed. We're now in, yeah, we are. We are definitely in train spotting territory. Some of those blue pills. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Program has now stopped. Press a key to restart. What? And he's only 16. He is only 16. Half an hour later, Dave feels sick. He goes off to the bathroom. Dave starts sucking off his mates for real ale next. Well, to be fair, if it's a good real ale, when in Rome. Real ale at 16, so depressing. I think you think he's kicked the bucket, do you? Is this it is under the educational category. What's happened to Dave? He's climbed into the bath and fallen asleep. He's washed his face and decided to go home. He's been sick and feels a bit better. I don't think any of them. We'll go for B, though. Nope. It was a lot worse than that. Yeah. He's not come back to Jameson. Dave never comes out of the bathroom. He climbed into the toilet and is swimming around. Now that's proper train spotting. No, Dave has kicked the bucket. That certainly took a turn. Teenager found dead. An unemployed teenager was found dead yesterday by police in a house in Scunthorpe. A police spokesman said that foul play was not suspected. Substances were found at the scene, were taken for analysis, and 2 youths were expected to be charged today. All because devs were stupid enough to lose a purse. The Viagra did him in. The newspaper stick in the boot. I didn't tell you his house price though. The vagina did him. At least he got to have some fun with Tracy before he went. Okay, we're going to get an analysis of the relationships now, are we? Even though he's kicked the bucket. If Gramps had quit smoking, none of this would have happened. I remembered how this ended midway through the second bit. It's quite dark, isn't it? The end. Right. So, baldest 16-year-old in the history of. At least he didn't mention he was bald. Happy Easter, everyone. So we've now got the story of Dave, which, as somebody pointed out, is by the same people who did Dave's Dilemmas, but we are missing part one. You're crying your eyes out. So we're going to jump into the story of Dave. I had no control. Whatever decisions I made didn't affect the story. I'm taking no responsibility for this. Let's jump into the story of Dave part 2, though. He never did get his tobacco, no. Poor Grandpa. Is this the resurrection of Dave? A true Easter miracle. This copy is probably social services, Scunthorpe. So this was made for social services in Scunthorpe. Gramps is the real victim in all this. Oh, he's got a hat now to cover up his baldness. I think we're ready. There's two of him. Is this an origin story? Must have been Claude. Right, before... I'm just going to double check. Part 1, Part 2 for Dilemmas. Yeah, there is no The Story of Dave 1. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep with medium. Behold, the 16-year-old was risen again. Look at the second coming of his smooth craniumness. If you can't remember your score from part 1, you may start again from scratch. Well, no, we haven't got part 1. Am I going to have to keep score here? Let's see how good your memory really is. Who did Dave fight with at school? Pete the Prat, Mick the Moron, or Jack the Biscuit? Well, it's got to be Jack the Biscuit. I was wrong. Dave had a fight with Mick the Moron. Who did Dave steal the Mars bar from? The DSS, Tesco, or Woolworths? Let's go Tesco. I was wrong. We have missed so much. How much did Dave pay for the fags? In the 1980s, none of those prices are particularly exactly saying 1980s to me. But yeah, I would have said the cheapest, £4. I was right. Woohoo, got a point. Oh, 200 cigarettes for £4. Time to take another look at what happened when Dave bought the cigarettes from Gary. Bloody Gary again. Dave's mate sells him 200 fags for £4. He has a whole bag full. When I was in Europe 21 years ago, I remember buying 200 fags for duty free for €1.50. That's crazy. Fagflation is insane these days. Dave knows they're probably stolen, but doesn't think there is any harm in taking them. Now they're doing a bit of madness there. Oh, was that Genesis? I can't remember. Well, walking home with Gary, a police car draws up. Oh dear. The police remember Dave from the Mars bar theft. Gary runs for it. They know him too. And Sting gets out. I remember when I was a kid around 92 or 93, local ice cream vans sold cigs at 10p each. Yeah. Nowadays they sell heroin. Police must have a slow day to arrest someone for stealing a Mars bar. Dave is stopped and searched. Oh yes. Get the gloves out. Gary is caught and they are both taken to the station. What's going on in that picture? Dave admits he bought the fags, but the police think he may have helped steal them as well. Oi, you need a license for that Mars bar. This has taken a direction I was not expecting tonight, I have to say. Does Dave get another caution? Does he get prosecuted? Or do the police prosecute Gary and let Dave go? Gary walked away scot-free having heroin on him. A dead 16-year-old in the bog, but that little shit nicked the Mars bar 25 years. You think he gets prosecuted, do you, Raven? Any other thoughts on what happens next? 2 votes are prosecuted. They'll throw the book at him. Okay, we're going prosecuted. You were right. Oh, they did. They did throw the book at him. They did prosecute him. Dave gets prosecuted. It's a major crime, nicking 200 fags in a Mars bar. Before Dave appears in court, a social worker turns up at his house and asks him and his mum and dad a lot of questions. Actually, did these come out before 1984? Ah, yes. So these are before Dave's Dilemmas. What is she called? To see if Dave has any problems she can help with, to find out how much money is coming into the family, to see if Dave is sorry about breaking the law, to write a report and tell the court what she thinks should be done with him. I'm assuming Dave is even younger Speedball, yeah? Well, at least he won't die in the end. You think she is called to see if Dave has any problems she can help with? The real answer is 4, but since this is a social work game, I'd say 1. Okay, what's the train got to do with anything? But yeah, it was 1. A trick question. They were all correct, but the most important one was 4. What the social worker recommends in her report is very important. Dave comes up in front of the juvenile court. The train foreshadows his inevitable suicide. There are 3 people who decide what to do with him. The magistrates. Oh wow, look at these graphics. Dave pleads guilty, and the magistrates read the reports from Dave's school and from the social worker. Scunthorpe Council should do an update on Debs and Tracy for the Zags next. Dave when he had some hair. Only a little bit, though. Yeah, not going into it too much, but I had bad experiences with one nice and one... Yeah, fair enough. There are a number of things they can decide to do with Dave. What the court can decide. To see what these mean, press the letters you... Oh, this has gone very... very educational now, hasn't it? Has Dave been boarding since he was 9? I think possibly. Absolute discharge, conditional discharge, fine, compensation, adjourned, attendance sentence, or blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're going to go N. As you know them all, you won't mind on... Oh, God. I'll stop as soon as you get... No. This isn't as good as the next ones. Which of these is most likely? Well, it says C fine up there, so it has to be number 2, surely. Yeah. Supervision order with IT. That's a good question, to be fair. Bugger off. It just says it's a general education. The Story of Dave, Part 2. The Story of Dave should not be used without first reading the guide, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. You're not seeing that, are you? Hold on. No, you're not seeing that. There you are. Miles thieves. I would imagine trainee social workers, yeah. Maybe bald 16-year-olds, which would be my older brother. Supervision order with IT, that'll be number 3. Straight to jail, do not pass go. And a care order. A social worker decides you should live with foster parents. The court is going to wait and see before sentencing you. You must report to a supervisor when you're told to. You have to help out an old folks home for 120 hours. I would imagine it's number 1. Yeah. Please tell me that's a 3. Right, yes. Woo! Yeah, so these aren't as good. What the hell? As long as it doesn't involve bringing them tobacco. Well, he's already got 200 of fags, unless they've been confiscated. Granddad's not doing well, is he? Your score is 6 out of 8. The magistrates have reached a decision. Oh. Oh, Dave got a 25 quid fine. Dave will have to pay this off from his pocket money by doing odd jobs. This will take about 3 months. Oh dear. He's still got no hair. Poor Dave. He's got another line on his criminal record. Oh, his name's Dave Green. He was born in 1975. Theft of sweets. He got a caution. And he got a fine of 25 quid for handling stolen goods. He looks like a crash test dummy. His parents are angry with him. Just turned 51. Indeed. 3 people at school get to know he's been to court and don't trust him. Well, he would have, yeah, if he hadn't have died in the bog. He doesn't have as much money as he had before to do the things he likes. If this came out in 1984, then Dave was 9. Police are tough on kids who steal sweets. Was it 1984? Yeah, it was 1984, yeah. What are all those supposed to be? Oh my word. Look on the bright side, Dave. You've not got long left. Dave's missing the best TV programs. Dave's being shouted at more. Now what's going on? He's usually without money. What do you think of video game mascots? You've got your classics, Mario, Sonic, and Dave Green. Don't worry, Dave, none of this matters. Oh boy. No. Dave Green and the Spiders. After he drops the acid, do we get Dave Green in Miracle World? Well, he's certainly got the ears for it. I see Dave is gay. Good times make your head fatter, confirmed. I'm a little bit concerned that if I go, that looks a little bit like me. Because I've definitely got the. Hold on, I'll get a bit closer. It's all the Nick Mars bars that makes his head fat. Oh dear. Oh. I feel like I'm being subliminally conditioned by a 1980s pro-Soviet organization. Only 3 months later, Dave goes out to the disco with Deb. Oh, Deb's around. Dave manages to forget his troubles. When Dave and Deb are having a drink, some mods from London start insulting them. Skinhead scum. Oh, he's supposed to be a skinhead, is he? Cool. That was a cool disco. I like the disco animation in the last one as well, to be fair. Dave sees Gary and his mate Sean and goes over to tell them about the mods. Oh, God. Just when you thought it was all over, when they get back, one of the mods is chatting up Debbie. London to Scunthorpe, what a jaunt. Hello, love. Hello, John. Got a new motor? There's a big fight. I thought there was going to be a bit of fisticuffs. A glass door and some chairs get broken. Oh no, poor Dave. Is he going to die again? The manager phones the police and they arrest Dave and a few others. Oh dear. Who puts a glass door in a pub? Yeah, it's a bit daft. I've got that on vinyl. Oh, what? Hello, John. Got a new motor. Some of the others are given a caution, like Dave had for stealing the Mars bar. Dave looks older than the copper. Isn't he like 9 years old at this point? Dave's already been in trouble. The police decide to prosecute him. Oh, God. Poor old Dave. Do you think that's fair? They charge Dave with causing actual bodily harm and criminal damage. He's like Biff and Bacon. Oh, Dave's back in court again. What you didn't spot is that very glass door was a huge drug dealer in the local area and gave Dave some coke. He admits nutting someone but says it wasn't him who broke the door. No one believes him. Guilty! What do you think the court does with him this time? Gives him a fine, makes him pay for the door, makes him go to an attendance centre and pay for the door. I think this is one tearaway. He is one hell of a tearaway. What do we reckon? I'm thinking number 4 myself, but Text Voyage thinking 3, Speed Boy thinking 4. Do you think he's going to an attendance centre and pay for the door? Steve's in with a 4. I've got 2 copies of Hello John Got Any Mo. Well, one picture disc with Alexi's spread on the front and a lovely red Cortina magazine. Right, the overall opinion seems to be he's going down. Let's block up this primary school pupil. You were wrong. Oh, no, he didn't go down. Send him to a woke lefty judge. He'll be out in 24 hours. Dave will have to pay £100 compensation for the damage to the disco, and he will also have to spend a total of 24 hours at an attendance centre. Oh, he's getting a holiday. ABH and criminal damage. 9,000 in costs. Oh. The namby-pamby justice system strikes again. That wasn't fair. Dave asked for it. No. What do you think? If you'd been the magistrate, what would you have done with Dave? Dave now has a black mark on his DBS. He will never work at McDonald's again. If he's working at McDonald's when he's 9 years old, then yeah, the 80s were a very different time. Let's see how the fight at the disco has affected Dave. He's just misunderstood. It's going to take him ages to pay off the compensation. Well, if he's 9 years old and he's only getting pocket money, attendance centre is on Saturday afternoons, so he can't go and watch football, even if someone paid for him. Deb's mum and dad have told her not to go around with Dave because he's always getting into trouble. Oh dear. I think we're going to get some very different faces this time, aren't we? Dave's being shouted at more. People don't seem to trust him. Dave is seeing less of Debbie. Dave has to work for nothing. This is like The Sims. Dave can't smoke when he wants. He does have it. Well, he doesn't know that. Doesn't know that yet, but yes, he will have Tracy one day. No more football matches. Oh dear. The bad times are now outweighing the good times. Poor old Dave. Now his bad time. Now he definitely looks like me. I've got a sneaking suspicion YouTube will pick that or the one before that for the thumbnail for this video. So how big was this file? This was only 46k, you know. Did Dave have to fight the mods in the disco? Well, have the magistrates been fair with Dave? No, they haven't. That we know. Whether or not he had to fight them is another question. Dave outside is getting a bit leery now. My curtain's coming out like this. Let's bring the camera back that way. You might see the curtain wafting around. Should Dave stop hanging around with Gary? He did have to. It's too far that way now. Like we're talking about his bird, he was bound by ancient rules to fight them. The score is 6 out of 9. I'm going to write that down. Is that a lot then? It must be. That is the end of part 2. He was defending the honour of his woman and Scunthorpe. Well, Dave has certainly been an interesting character. We're not going to get to part 3 of the story of Dave tonight, though. So I shall leave you with my JPS beer map. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Anyway, that was fun. We got to know all about Dave. One could say his life was stormy. Indeed, he certainly had a stormy life. And this stream did not go the way I expected it to. I expected to be playing Dizzy for most of it, to be honest, but he hasn't even made an appearance at all. That was definitely something different. In fact, I've actually done fuck all apart from press buttons. So yeah, good times. That was fun. I wonder if there's more games like this. Ones where you don't really control the narrative, but you give a little input every so often. Eurovision. Yeah, I'll have to do a full recording of playing that, won't I? But yeah, thanks all. Happy Easter. And happy Storm Dave. Dave does Eurovision. Thanks all for coming. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks all. Bye.